welcome to a bonus recording from Dunsparce Drampa. Today we're playing a one-shot RPG by Grant Howitt called The Witch is Dead. However, I've personally taken some liberties to make it a little bit more Pokemon-oriented. It's a really cool rule system, it's very simple, it's just a real pleasure to play. Grant Howitt is a renowned RPG maker. He has all of his RPGs available on his website for donation, if you'd like to see them for yourself. And I'll provide the information that I use to make the homebrew in the Patreon, if you'd like to see that. We really hope you enjoy this little one-shot Pokemon adventure based on the role-playing game The Witch is Dead. A long, long time ago, a group of woodland Pokemon were lovingly cared after by a young, hip, trendy gardener who lives close to the wilderness. In exchange for helping him with his errands, cleaning his home, and helping him with his garden, he provides 20 Pokemon companions, including the three of you, with food, shelter, and lots of love. One day, an awful, nasty, terrible person broke into their home and kidnapped 17 of your Pokemon friends and stole the human's favorite cookbook. Your cool human friend is mortified and is basically bedridden as they cope with this tragedy. You heard a rumor that the creepy alchemist who lives in the next settlement over did it, but you don't have enough information to be sure. It's up to you to find the cookbook thief, locate and rescue your 17 Pokemon friends, return the epic cookbook, and bring justice to the cool, trendy young gentleman who you love so dearly. So you are not a modernly trained Pokemon, and you have access to a hidden power that the young, hip gardener friend has taught you. So we'll fill in our character sheets, then I'll go a bit over the rules. Who wants to roll first?
I'll roll first.
Okay, roll a d20.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so I will describe to you what you've gotten, and if you don't like it, you can re-roll once, but you have to go with whatever the next thing is. So you have chosen Bunnelby.
Re-roll.
Okay.
Nobanui?
8.
You are Murkrow.
I'm down with that.
So I'll tell you your stats. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your clever is 3. Your fierce is 2. Your sly is 2. And your quick is 1. Your hidden power, I assigned them to the Pokemon so that they kind of made sense. Your hidden power is speak common. You can speak to people. And as far as your name and your notes, revenge plans, vitriol, and your portrait, while we set up the other characters, you can make those up. And we'll check back in with you with what your name is and stuff. Okay, who's next?
I can go.
Okay, roll a d20.
13.
Okay, again, same applies to you. You can keep this or you can reroll, but you have to go with the reroll. This is Pachirisu.
Oh. I think I'll keep it.
Okay, your stats are clever 0, fierce 1, sly 3, and quick 3. Your hidden power, which is where it says magic spell, but we should make a hidden power, is lockpick. And then everything else, except for current danger, you get to make up. Grace, you're last. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Roll a d20.
16.
Okay, your first one is Zigzagoon. Are you going to keep it?
I am going to reroll.
Okay.
10.
That's Pikachu.
Let's do it. Let's go Pikachu.
Okay. Your clever is 2, your fierce is 1, your sly is 1, and your quick is 3, and your hidden power is conjure light. So y'all can like fill in your stuff, and I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works. Everything else is going to be rolled with a d10. Everything we do is going to be a d10. So if you want to do a task, it'll source off of one of your 4 stats, and the challenge ratings are as follows. For something simple, using one of your stats, you're going to need a 6. For something that's kind of normal, average, is 7. Challenging is 8. 9 is difficult. And 10 is impossible. If you ever roll below the DC, you accrue a point of danger. So you'll keep a tally of your danger in the current danger box. And if you ever roll below the danger amount while doing something dangerous, you are prone to death, being captured, being kidnapped, etc. You are out of the game. And using your hidden power will always be dangerous. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your name is M?
Yep.
Very cool.
I forgot to write. I forgot to finish that part before I saved it.
No, we can just stick with that. That's great.
I just got really excited about the picture.
You don't really have access to like Pokemon moves per se. Like if you want to peck something, you can peck something. If you want to fly around, you can fly around. But like as far as like a move set, that doesn't really necessarily exist. You know what I'm saying? But you're welcome to roll for like things that your Pokemon could do.
No prankster tailwind. Got it.
Right. Yeah. Nothing like that. Nothing that specific. If you wanted to whip up a wind to empower your allies, we could make that happen. Right. But it just wouldn't be like prankster tailwind. So also modern Pokeballs aren't a thing. And while many people live with Pokemon, trainers, like specific Pokemon trainers, are rare. And regulated battling is non-existent. Does anyone have any questions? Adorable. I love Zaps. Very cool.
I have to think of a name. Anybody have Pikachu name suggestions?
Eevee.
Pikachu.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, very helpful. Rathu.
Venusaur.
What about like Robert?
That's good. Yeah. Can we call him Bobby for short?
No, how dare you? Yeah, you can call him Bobby.
Bobbert.
Bobbert. Hold on, I have to put
Roberto.
my image and then. Oh, no.
Did you guys put any thought into Notes, Revenge Plans, Vitriol? Basically
wait,
just
I should do that.
personality. Any thoughts about like what your character, what their motivations are besides helping their human friend? How they
Loves
behave?
food.
Loves food. Love it.
So like need cookbook because food.
Uh-huh.
I'm writing some stuff. Don't worry, guys.
Perfect.
Why do I always get the evil characters?
Mirko doesn't have to be evil.
They're. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm having trouble finding motivation.
Is this just going to be Schmidt but a bird?
This is just going to be Schmidt all over again. Like, why would a witch crow care?
It's just a Murkrow.
He could love his human.
Yeah,
That takes care of him
exactly.
or her.
Lots of love for M.
Oh, you know what?
But
Murkrow was freeloading food off the human,
there we go.
so now we gotta get our freeloading back.
There we go. That's some motivation. Again, D10 is going to be used for everything, and 6 is like your easiest kind of challenge. So, based on what stats you have, that's what you'll add to your roll on your D10. The gain as a whole isn't particularly fierce. It's definitely like we're definitely going to be solving problems not with our brawn but with our brain. Robert, Zaps, and M. You all find yourselves outside of your lovely, hip, trendy gardener friend's house. He is bedridden, refuses to move. He is mortified that 17 of his best friends are gone and his favorite cookbook is stolen. What are you going to do?
Begin the journey to find the friends.
Right.
Well, we gotta get him back in cooking position, or else I'm not gonna get any free food.
Food.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
I mean,
You need like a voice changer to like drop your voice like 4 octaves. Yeah, we can do that.
yeah, we can do that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm Robert.
Yeah, that's Robert.
The voice now.
Yeah. So I'll set the scene. You're like outside of the house. It's a quaint little shack. And there's like a little garden. It's got little veggies and stuff. You can head out to the west, which is where the settlement is. It's a little bumbling village. And if you have to cut through a little bit of wilderness to get there. You have to go into the forest and cross a river. And that is assumed to be where the alchemist is, but you can also explore in other directions if you so wish.
Man, I don't know about this alchemy guy.
Look,
We
man.
should at least check it out. If that's the direction that people suggest, we could start there and then see what happens.
Look, man. I got my mind on one thing, and that's the food. So you feel me? Like I got to get A to B to the food. You understand?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I do need food to support my family, you know?
I'm just looking at the picture
Yeah,
of
you
Pikachu
know.
as you say that, and it's so funny. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay.
Got a whole Pika family.
I love Robert. Oh my god. Yeah. So you walk into the woods to the west, and before you there is a raging river. It probably isn't too crazy for like a couple of people to figure out, throw a log over and walk across. However, for 3 little woodland creatures, it's not the ideal river to pass. M could easily fly over it, but Robert and Zaps are going to have a hard time figuring this out. What do you want to do?
I'll fly over it.
Great. M,
Could Zaps carry us one at a time, or does he not have the strength for that?
you can try.
I don't want to try.
Oh.
I haven't
Well,
had
the chubby-
my morning lunch. I don't have any energy.
Well, we won't be able to help you get it back if we can't get over the river.
Well, it's fine. I'll wait for you on the other side of the river.
Wait for us to do what?
Get across.
Zap sits down.
Cool.
Continue to fly over the river.
We gotta do some problem solving. Is there like anything like in the area?
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of trees. There's like some rocks. There's a bunch of grasses. There's the sounds of lots of little birds flying around.
I'm gonna like call out to the birds, like, "Hey!"
Great, yeah. One of them flutters down and is like, "What do you want, Robert?"
Could you help us get across this river here?
This little blue bird says, "What's in it for me?"
That's a good question.
Me on the other side of the river. It's like, that's right. That's what family does. We look out for ourselves.
I guess what's in it for you is that our lovely, kind, and cool owner might come back.
This bird says, "I don't know who you're talking about. Is that a person? I don't like people."
Oh, okay. So, like, I don't know.
Truing.
If you're having such a hard time, maybe you could like get some branches, throw them across the river, make a raft. I don't know. Just jump really long. And then the bird starts to fly away.
Zaps, do you want to build a raft?
We
Zaps.
Zaps?
try and collect. Yes? Hello?
Okay, yeah.
I said yes.
Oh, okay, we just got
Oh, you said yes? Okay, yeah.
Okay. Can I find like some berries to eat while I'm waiting on them?
Sure, yeah, you all can roll a clever. M to find berries, and Zaps and Robert to successfully get the materials for a raft.
Clever.
Oh, it was clever, just the modifier?
Yeah,
Oh.
so you're gonna roll your d10 and then add your clever score.
Okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay.
4.
Okay. M finds absolutely scrumptious berries. They're so good. One might say that M really isn't that hungry right now because they found just the most delicious Orion and Chesto and figgy berries. They are awesome. Robert manages to secure some decent looking twigs, and Zaps finds some dried grass, and they just kind of throw it in a pile. And it could be a raft if you wanted to call it that.
It's gonna be a bad raft.
Zaps, I don't think this is a good idea.
What other choice do we have?
Man, I mean, you can try it if you want, and then just come back and get me. I'm not going on there.
I don't think it's a good idea. Can we find something to tie the wood together with to make it a little more stable?
Yeah, you can look for it. That'll be another clever.
I got a 6.
Yeah, 6. You
Yes.
find a half-used ball of yarn tucked by a rock.
Great. I take that and try and tie the wood together.
Sure. Based on your 6, you did a pretty okay job. This thing has some form, you know. It's all right. M, what's your current activity?
I'm looking for like a hiding spot to like scare them once they get across the river.
Okay. You can roll a sly for that.
Sick. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
What's my sly modifier? 2, so 4 total.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you find like a rock that you could hide behind, but it's like the same size you are, so
It's like my hat is peeking off the top of it.
exactly. Yeah. Little zappy rodents. What are you doing? You gonna give it a shot? You gonna find something else?
I think it's worth a try.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, Zaps hops on the raft.
Just roll. We'll give you a quick for this.
Oh, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get on the raft and you get like halfway into the river, and then the raft very slowly starts to sink.
Oh no. Oh god.
I swim.
You can try.
Let's swim the rest of the way across.
Okay, add your fierce to that.
Oh no, my fierce is. I got a 6.
You got a 6. Yeah, we'll say that's good enough. Yeah, you managed to make it to the other side of the river, but you are exhausted and wet and not having a good time. And the raft is also gone, so Robert's just on the other side of the river.
Somebody, please help me.
And then I jump out and scare them.
You attempt to scare Zaps. I guess you could roll for that if you want.
Okay. Nat 1.
Yeah, you suck, dude.
Oh, I'm so scared. Rolls eyes.
So yeah, 2 of you are on the other side of the river. One of you, that being Chonky Robert, is still just sitting on the sand, not really sure what to do here.
Guys, I'm not good at this thing. I'm only good at doing my taxes.
Just swim.
I don't know if I can swim.
I love Robert so much. A little divine intervention too is that 2 of you are on the city side of the river, I guess the village side, so like maybe there's a thing in there perhaps that would help Robert out.
All right,
okay,
looks
just
like I'm gonna
leave
have to
Robert
get my hands
behind.
dirty.
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna swim. I'm gonna hold you by your tail so you don't drown. But you gotta
Okay.
do the legwork.
Does Robert consent to this?
I'll do my best.
Okay, you're both gonna roll fierce because you're both using your muscles.
Oh wait, actually, that's an 11.
That's pretty good.
That's a 5 for me, Doug.
Okay. Robert seems like he definitely had the strength to cross the river on his own, but it took M holding his tail up to give him the confidence to do it. So basically, M just flies over and holds onto Robert's tail, and Robert says, "All right, here we go," and he jumps in and just swims it perfectly. But it's because it's because M is holding Robert's tail that he got the confidence to do so. So now you're on the other side of the river. The 2 little zappy rodents are a little wet and tired, and M is just being M. What do you do now?
Did we come over here for like an alchemist or something?
Yeah, we
You
got
already forgot?
Hey man, a lot's been going on. There was a whole river. I got wet. It's a whole thing. Should we go to like the lake village thing?
Yeah, we gotta find this guy.
Great. You all stroll towards the village. Zaps and Robert are still dripping a little wet. And you find yourself in a bumbling, nice little settlement. There's people who are running around who are like carrying jugs of water. There's like a well and a fountain in the center of town. There's a whole bunch of buildings. None of you got the read common hidden power, so you aren't entirely sure what they are. You can tell that one of them that's got a lot of noise coming from it sounds like a tavern. There's one that has guards in front of it that could be like a government building or like a bank or something. And there's a bunch of little residential houses, and there's an apothecary with like a bunch of herbs in the window. You can smell people making some food on like an outdoor grill. Not grill. What's that? Yeah, we can call it a grill. I was thinking of like the spit roast. That's like there's like a pig roasted on a fire basically. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
Should we like ask around and see if anyone has seen
17 Pokemon.
17 Pokemon and a guy?
17 Pokemon in a cookbook.
And a cookbook, yes, of course.
I'm gonna fly out onto like a perch somewhere in the middle of the town,
Mhm.
and I'm going to use my speak common, and I'm going to say, "Hey, can anyone help us real quick?"
Okay. You roll for, let's say, sly, because you're trying to fool them. And no matter what, you're going to accrue a point of danger, because this is dangerous. But we'll see if it works or not.
Modifier. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Dirty 10.
So despite your great roll, it's still dangerous, but you aren't going to suffer from that. And there's like 4 or 5 people who walk over to the fountain that you're perched on. They're like, "What? Who's there? Yeah, what's up? We can help. Hello?" And they seem very eager to help.
Sick. I'm gonna be like, yo, have you seen like this alchemist guy carrying like 17 Pokemon in a cookbook?
And you're just still on top of the perch?
Yeah, just
Okay.
the Murkrow talking.
I'm going to roll to see if they notice that you're a Murkrow. And they got a 2, so they don't.
Okay.
They look up and they say, "Well, I don't know who's talking to me right now, but yeah, the alchemist, he works at the apothecary, but when he's got on his time off, he usually gets a drink at the tavern. So if that's who you're looking for, you could go to one of those places, I reckon."
Sick. Okay. And then I just bail.
Okay.
thank
These 4 or 5 people are very confused. They see a Murkrow flying off, but they're like, "Who? What? Like, excuse me?"
Cool. I communicate to the team, the squad,
What are their names?
the pack, you might say.
What are their names?
Robert and Zaps.
Perfect. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Should we
I'm like,
should we go to the apothecary? I mean, it's like during the day, right? So he's like probably working.
Yeah, we could start there.
sure. Sounds like a start.
Okay. The group of you waddle and flap into town, and you walk up to where the herbs are in the window, and you find yourself at a closed wooden door.
I scratch at the door.
Okay.
I can't really knock.
Don't some of
effectively.
us have hands? Could I open the door?
As a Murkrow,
Yeah.
you can definitely try. If you want to roll a sly, you can totally try to turn that doorknob.
What's my slide modifier?
Looks like it's 2.
That's another 10. That's another 10.
Yeah, you just flop up and you swing the door open with your talons. It's impressive. Y'all walk into the apothecary. There's a woman who's taking a nap at the counter, who's supposed to be working, and this place is just full of lots of like herbs and solutions in bottles, and just like hemp, rope, and all sorts of goods that people would use to treat their ailments or just useful tools to have at home.
I fly in. I land on the table. I bang my claws on the table.
Uh-huh.
And then speaking common, I'm like, "Hey, where's the alchemist?"
Okay, this is definitely dangerous, but roll
We
me.
could try and get to the back room, but okay.
Roll me a fierce, because you're kind of being intimidating.
Fierce? That's an 11.
Oh,
So
okay.
my rolls are on fire.
Yeah, M is unstoppable. The old woman wakes up and she's like, "What, alchemist? Who are you talking about? Excuse me? You're a bird." And she starts to get a little suspicious.
It's an 11? That's all I get?
She says, "He's not here right now. His office is closed." And you look, and it says like, "Boss Alchemist." And the door is closed, and the lantern is turned off.
Oh, okay. I
That's
guess we
nice.
should go to the tavern.
Using speak common, I say, "Okay, get back to work," and then I fly off.
Okay, just she's kind of like thinking that she's still dreaming, but this is dangerous if you do this, so this will accrue another point of danger.
Okay.
Okay. Your rolls have been so high, it doesn't matter, but you're at 2 or 3 right now, right?
Hold on. Now I'm at 2. I
Okay.
believe.
Okay, you're at 2. You're at 2. Okay, you head on over to the tavern, and you're greeted by another closed door. There's some windows on the sides, and it's very noisy inside. It seems like there's quite a ruckus.
Cool. I'm gonna go like find some bread that's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, "I've done all the heavy lifting right now. You guys do something."
Okay. Am I tall enough to reach the door? Like the door handle?
You could try and make like a little jump maneuver.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
You'd look quick for that.
Cool beans. 10.
Yeah. A very impressive little boing 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 off the door frame, and then clink opens the large wooden door. There's a whole mess of people inside, mostly men, and there's a couple places where there's just dudes arm wrestling. There's some who are sitting at the bar having a drink, and then there's a couple people behind the bar who are working hard. They're cleaning out tankards and refilling them with ale, and people are just having a wonderful, rousing time here in this tavern.
Do we see any can we look for somebody that looks like an alchemist?
What would that be to a Pachirisu?
I don't know. I guess somebody who looks suspicious, because I guess they really would, or Zeps wouldn't really know. They just assume it's somebody like bad guy looking because
Okay.
they stole their friends.
Sure. I'll give you a clever roll, but it's going to be a pretty high check.
I have like 0 clever. Oh, I got a 9
Yeah. All right.
Just killing
with
it
my
tonight.
0.
Yeah, you guys are.
Additional clever.
That's kind of crazy. There's a couple of seedy looking guys, and they're currently having an arm wrestle. They just seem spooky. Something about them just isn't right. One of them has like short blue hair, and then the other one has like longer green hair that's in a man bun. And they're just really going at it, and neither of them can quite get the purchase to win this arm wrestle. You get bad vibes from both of them.
Okay, can I like sneakily like in the midst of the crowd be like, "Hey, I hear there's a guy outside looking for an alchemist."
Yep, that will accrue danger for you, and that's a sly check.
Let's get this slide check, fam. Ooh, 8.
8. Okay, yeah. So that's another point of danger, and M flies in and makes a little bit of a commotion, and no one seems to notice that's coming from a bird. And the purple-haired guy says, "Look, I'm busy. I'll be out in a second." And he's still trying to arm wrestle this guy with the man bun of green hair.
Okay. I communicate back to the team. I'm like, "Okay, goons, we found him. Get him."
You want us to attack him
Yeah.
in the middle of the day in
Yeah.
a crowded restaurant?
Yeah.
You know what we could do? Ready? We zaps the guy that he's arm wrestling with, so he wins the arm wrestle, and then he feels really good when we go and try and get our friends back.
I don't follow the logic.
I don't
but-
either.
Like we make him like win the arm wrestling thing, so he's in a good mood when we
But-
harass him.
Why don't we zap him so he loses it? So he's already feeling bad when we go to harass him.
Or we can zap both.
Why are we zapping people?
So we
You
can
have any other
end
plan of logic?
the arm
No.
wrestle. Alright, so Zaps runs up discreetly, like
Okay.
under the table to where they're arm wrestling. I guess Zaps.
To administer a zap?
Yes.
Okay. Let me think about this. Because this is certainly dangerous. And I want to say, I'm going to make you roll twice. I'm going to give you 2 aspects. I'm going to make you
Okay.
roll a sly, and I'm going to make you roll a fierce. And I'll just make it 1 point of danger for that. But you
Okay.
definitely accrue danger here, and you have to make both those rolls. The sly is first,
Okay.
because that's you being sneaky.
8
Okay. Yeah,
for the sly.
you're sufficiently sneaky. Can you administer a decent zap?
I got a 0.
A 0 is
What
a
is
10.
a 0? Oh,
Yeah.
so an 11?
Yes. You deliver an incredible zap to the target. Did you say you're going to go for the alchemist or his opponent?
I was gonna go for the opponent, and since no one else wanted to help me, that's what I did.
Okay, you did it. And
Okay.
what?
Rogue Pachirisu on the loose. That wasn't the game plan we discussed.
Well, it just happened. The green-haired guy in the man bun goes, and he is just straight up getting zapped. And in fact, the current is so powerful, it zaps the alchemist too, since their arms are linked. And he goes, and they are just both incredibly shocked, and they had no idea what just happened. And the bar kind of turns silent, and they start looking around. They're like, "What? Who did this? What's going on?" And they all start to look kind of suspicious. They
Okay.
currently don't notice you, but you're going to have to be careful with your next steps.
Can I
Save.
throw my voice to be like, oh, the green hair guy's cheating. He tried to electrocute the other guy.
Yep, it'll be dangerous, but you can do it. It'll be sly.
That's a 5.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
So your current danger is like 3 or 4, right?
Current danger's 4, correct.
Okay, you're really pushing it right now, man. Yeah, the voice gets thrown out, and they can tell that it's coming from a bird. They are like, "Hey, that bird's talking to us. That bird's probably the one who zapped us." And a group of them start charging towards you.
We should probably get out of here.
I'm out. Yeah.
Okay.
I just fly out.
You just fly out. Are the little zappy rodents taking suit? Following suit?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a quick for everyone. See if you get caught.
Ooh,
8.
good roll. That's
Okay.
a 9.
Robert?
10.
10. Okay. That was dangerous for everyone. So you all have another point of danger now. And you all managed to get out. You all managed to escape the tavern. Are you just trying to run far away? Are you trying to hide somewhere? What's your plan?
Go out the door and just off to the side so that way when they look out, they don't see us.
The classic movie thing, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna like just fly to like the closest tree and like hide amongst the leaves.
Okay. Robert?
Yeah, I'm just following Zaps.
Okay. Classic Robert.
I figure
move.
we're small enough to kind of like be out of the way. So when they look out the door, they're like, wait, where'd they go?
Yeah. A whole horde of people rush outside, and a couple of them spot M, go up the tree, and they're like, "Hey, there's some birds up there. We're never gonna get it. This is a sham. This is a wash. You better not come back here, stupid bird." And then a couple of them go back in and get their drinks, and your purple hair friend is like, "That hurts. I am done. I'm going home." And he starts to trudge towards his house.
We gotta follow him.
We follow him.
I'm like making like hand signs in the tree, like I'm pointing at like my eyes and then at the guy, and then I'm like making like weird like stealthy signs. Like I'm doing like the YMCA thing, like trying to communicate to my team we need to follow him.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even looking. Like I'm just following.
We just follow.
Yeah, great. You stealthily follow. He does not notice you necessarily. He feels like something's a little off, but he just chalks it up to the fact that he was recently electrocuted by a bird from a distance. Very strange. And he inserts the key into a lock and he opens a door. He is about to close it behind him. Do you allow this, or are you going to try and do something?
Ooh.
Is there any way I could like sneak inside
You can try. You'll have to roll it quick.
with the quickness?
And this is dangerous, and your danger's high, so you could literally just get squashed here. I'm just letting you know. You could be out of the game if this doesn't go
That was
well.
an 8.
That was an 8. You do it. That was dangerous, though, so your danger's up to 6?
6, yeah.
Dude, be careful. Yeah, you managed to get inside. Do either the rodents try anything?
No, I have lockpick. I'll wait.
Yeah. Robert?
Also wait because I don't want to die.
Okay. M is just on his own prerogative here. He
Hiding in
manages
the rafters.
he manages to get inside of the alchemist house, and it's kind of dark. It's kind of dark in there. You find yourself in like a little kitchen area. There's a little fireplace that doubles as a stove. It's got a little stovetop on it where you can like cook stuff. There's like a little indoor well where it seems like this man is starting to get some water. You can make out a small circular bed on the floor that is vacant, that does not belong to the alchemist. What do you want to do?
Any books lying around that I can perceive?
You can
With my
do
Merco eyes?
a non-dangerous clever to look.
That's a 5.
The 5. Yeah. He has a book case with tons and tons and tons of books on it, but it's kind of dark and you can't really tell if any of them are this fabled cookbook that you were looking for.
Sick. I will wait for the squad.
Okay.
Does it sound like he's away from the door?
You can just
Or
check.
can we not tell?
You probably can't
Okay.
really tell. You just hear like stuff getting thrown around.
Is
But
there like a window open or something?
yeah, there's 2 windows. One of them is right above the stove fireplace, and that is currently open. And then there's another one against the far wall in the back of the room, and that one's closed.
Okay. Could I like stealthily fly my way to the other window to communicate with the rest of the team, whether he's asleep or not?
You could. It would be dangerous.
What kind of roll is this? A sly?
Yeah, probably a sly.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay. Yeah. Your danger's now 7.
Yep.
And you managed to get to the window. And how do you communicate to your pals?
I'm just like, Squawk, he's not asleep yet. Squawk. I'm just a bird. Squawk.
Is he talking to us?
Yeah.
Probably. Let's go over to the window because it'd probably be easier to sneak in through the window that's open than try and lockpick the door.
But you have a lockpick spell. Squawk.
It's not a spell, it's an ability, but it'll be less noisy to go through an already open window.
Do you have a lockpick hidden power? Squawk.
I'm very confused. I'd probably go over to the window.
Okay. Yeah.
Then it's quieter to communicate also.
Sure. Absolutely. Do you intend to climb up the wall and get into the window?
Maybe.
You
Maybe
are.
with help from Robert.
I'll lift you up. We'll do like
Stack, little tower.
Yeah.
I have a proposition. We wait till nightfall.
Why?
So he'll be asleep.
What are we gonna do in the meantime?
Make sneaky easier. Wait. Probably find some sick berries while we're out here. Any opposition?
I mean, I guess we don't have to go in yet, but we probably should sooner rather than later.
Yeah, what if he leaves again?
Then we
I
follow
guess
him.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Is there anything suspicious like outside of the house? Can I look around?
Yeah.
Is there a backyard? Is there like
Yeah, you can look around. Yeah, just do a clever.
a 1?
A 1? Yeah. It's a
It's
house.
just-
You know? It's yeah, you can't, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like it almost just blends in with the rest of the village. It's hard to differentiate anything.
Can I
Great.
look around too?
Yeah.
4.
4? Okay.
Yes.
You have a little bit more clarity, but it just seems like a pretty average, ordinary place. There's a small backyard. There seems to be a root vegetable garden with like some carrots and onions and stuff. And there's like a little shed for like maintenance of the garden.
We could go check out the shed.
You do that while we wait for nightfall. Just don't make too
Okay.
much noise.
Okay.
Okay. You're able to approach the shed without any trouble. Actually, no, you don't. Roll a sly. Everyone who's going to the shed. It's a
I'm not
dangerous
going to
sly
the shed.
too.
I'm in the window.
I got
5.
A 5? All right.
We both got a 5.
You go to approach the shed, and all of a sudden, bark, 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 there's a black dog with bone horns coming out of its head that's tied up to a post on the backside of this guy's house. And it seems to have noticed you and is trying to scare off these intruders from getting too close to the shed.
Oh man, that is not good.
We get or stay far enough away to not get munched on.
Okay, this dog is tethered to like a stake in the ground, so it can't get too close to you, but it's just barking. It's going bark, 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 bark. And you hear the alchemist say, "Shut up!" And then there's some more like noise in the house. Just like moving stuff around, maybe cooking a meal or something, who knows?
That was another point of danger,
I would
right?
know because I'm
Yes,
in the window.
it
correct?
was dangerous. You could have died there. So,
Okay, so I'm at 3 now.
what's Robert at?
I think I'm at 2.
Okay, yeah. Robert's just kind of been chilling. My headcanon of Robert is that like he's just fat and he just like sits most of the time. Like,
That's exactly. I'm literally picturing like most of the time he's just sitting there or like
Yeah.
laying
Small amount of
down.
time.
Like he's just so tired that he
Yeah.
just lays down.
I love
Drew a
Robert.
little picture of him with a tie.
Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Anywho, yeah, so you could like try and navigate stuff. You could just wait till nightfall, like Mirko said. You could do all sorts of stuff.
So now we wait till the puppy sleeps.
If you get far enough away, the puppy will start to calm down and it'll just kind of like curl back up. So yeah,
I guess you're good.
at this point I'll just ask if you just intend to wait until night or if you want to do some stuff until then.
I guess we'll wait. Far enough away from the dog that he calms down.
Great. You do that without any trouble. There's like a hedge outside of the alchemist's house, and you're able to just kind of like hide in there, and you just hang out for a few hours. What do you guys do to pass the time? Do you like have a nice chat? Do you like play a little game? What's the plan?
Good old game of 20 questions.
I imagine Robert's just sleeping.
I'm like with my finger like drawing like math problems in the dirt.
Robert. Is he good at math, or is he like doing it because he needs practice?
He needs practice, yeah.
Oh, God.
Great. What's M doing?
I'm just sitting there, like looking as edgy as possible.
Okay.
Like they got their head tilted down to where like the brim of their hat is like covering their eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just looking as edgy as they possibly can.
Right. And what's Zap's doing?
Trying to convince one of them to play 20 questions with him.
Okay. You can. Do you actually like want to pursue this? You want to roleplay that? Because you could if you want.
All right, guys, I'm thinking of something. Ask me questions.
What are you thinking about?
No, it's gotta be yes or no questions.
Oh. You ask a question now.
No.
Pouts.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's now nighttime. The sun has set. It's like 9 or 10 p.m. The doggo has come inside. And I would like, let's see. I want Robert to make a random, spontaneous, clever check.
10.
10. You notice from the gardening shed, you hear little whimpers.
Guys, there's like something in the shed. I think we should check it out.
Let us go.
Okay.
Under the cover of night.
Under
and
the
then, whoosh, I fly into the shed.
Well, you don't fly into the shed because there's no windows. And it's locked, so you don't
Fly in front of the shed.
You fly in front of the shed.
Zaps, use your lockpick.
Locked, or is it just like a handle that we need to?
It's locked. It has like an actual lock on it.
All right, I guess it's time to pick a lock.
Okay, it will be successful, but you do have to put on a point of danger.
Okay.
Great. So the lock springs open, and you open the shed. You can hear the whimpering even louder now. There's a bunch of tools in here. There's like a shovel. There's a rake. There's a hoe. There's, I don't know what else you use to garden. There's like some buckets, and it seems like it's coming from like a plank in underneath the shed. Basically, you hear the sound of like very upset.
We should like pull up these planks or something. Is there like a loose floorboard somewhere?
Yeah, there is. You can roll a fierce on it, so you can get it open.
Oh boy, strong Robert 10.
Does anyone want to
9.
help? Okay, never mind. They don't need to help. Robert is so strong. Robert just goes and just peels the floorboard off the ground. And you can peer into the room below you. It is very dark. There's no light in the shed, and it's nighttime. But you can kind of make out some shapes of maybe some familiar friends. They're just whimpering. There's like huge shuffling, and that's pretty much it.
Yo, Robert, squawk! Don't you have conjure light? Squawk!
Yeah, I'll conjure light.
Okay, yeah, you do that. No need to roll. You do that is dangerous though when you do it, and your cheeks go yellow, and then all of a sudden you see 17 of your Pokemon friends. In fact, you see a Zorua, a Skitty, a Bulbasaur, a Spinarak, a Hoot, a Bunnelby, a Tailo, a Snubble, a Machop, a Deerling, an Ekans, a Ducklet, a Zigzagoon, a Zubat, a Spoink, a Bidoof, and a Torchic. They're all bound in ropes, and they are all so scared and so upset, and they seem like there's some kind of alchemist contraption in the middle of the room. There's all these like glass tubes and all these copper wires that are kind of stretching out everywhere, and there's a little table with a little altar, and it's very spooky alchemy things. It's not looking great.
I use my bird claws to free them from their bonds.
Okay, all 17 of them?
All 17 of them.
Okay. Does Robert or Zaps help with this?
I would try to like chew some of the ropes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just try and like untie them.
Okay. Yeah, you guys all do that. Robert manages to successfully. Well, actually, yeah. All of you roll like a d10 just for fun. This isn't dangerous or anything. I'm just curious.
A 10.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Just a straight
Yeah.
D10.
Yeah.
Not
Just
like fierce.
yeah.
I got a 7.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to see how like efficient you guys were at like releasing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You all do that, and you have so many animal friends, and they're all looking scared and angry, and some of them are just like catatonic, just not having a good time. What's your course of action here?
I'm gonna rally the troops. I'm gonna get on like a little perch. I'm
Okay.
gonna be like, all right, gang, here's the situation. Pretty sure there's a cookbook inside of this man's house. We need to infiltrate. It is going to be scary. Some of us may die, but we need to do it for the greater good.
Okay. Roll something to convince everyone to help you.
Rolling something. My roll was a 9.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of
So
modifier
so
you
no
want
matter
on it,
what,
yeah.
you do it. The skitty, who is curled up in a corner crying, looks up with hope in their eyes. The Bulbasaur starts doing a little dance. It seems like it's ready for action. It displays its vines. The Spinnerack starts quickly spinning a web in the shape of a thumbs up, and it seems like everyone is prepared to help you with whatever you need to get this gosh dang cookbook.
I feel like we should figure out whatever this alchemy thing is.
Is the
Do we?
cookbook here?
I
In
mean,
the
if we have
shed?
the goons, do we need to know what the thing is at all, or can we just bail?
Well, I think we should at least check it out.
My understanding was like the alchemy thing was like taking things, like sapping energy from the Pokemon or whatever, or like about to
Oh.
convert them into something else.
Right. I just want to make sure that it's not like booby trapped or anything. Can I
Yeah.
check if it's like booby trapped?
Yeah, you can inspect it. It's dangerous, and you can do a clever.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
What's your danger?
My danger is 3.
Robert. Robert waddles up to inspect this strange alchemist contraption. He kind of like taps on it, pokes at it, tries to figure out what this is going on, and one of the copper wires finds itself and sinks itself directly into the cheek that is emitting light, and it basically just stabbed through Robert's head, and Robert's
God.
lights turn off, and Robert falls unconscious.
Hey, y'all.
I'm so
Robert.
sorry.
Like he was so careful this whole time.
Unconscious, but not dead, or like dead,
Uh,
unconscious.
He's dead. I'm sorry. Robert is
Oh.
dead.
No.
Robert, I'm so sorry.
I tried to gently convince one of our Pokemon friends to carry him home for a proper burial.
Okay. Only a couple of them are strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
Would you?
Say we carry him
Did you
outside
say-
for the time being
Did you say there was a deerling?
There's a
because we
deerling.
need to
Would deerling
infiltrate.
be strong enough to carry?
Deerling would be.
Hey, deerling, you want to go home and bring Robert home?
Deerling is just sobbing.
No,
Like,
Deerling, we need you for the task at hand.
and Deerling
We're
just
going to take Robert outside, and we will give him a proper burial later. Right now, it is cookbook time. We must infiltrate. Robert's death sheds like a little like fake tear. Like, will not be in vain.
great.
We must charge.
Yeah, Deerling is easily persuaded one way or the other. Robert, you are effectively a ghost. You can't interact with anything, but you can still like participate and like give ideas and stuff. And you know what? Just for fun, you can role play that they can hear your little spiritual fat Pika form if you want to speak to them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you just won't make any checks. So yeah, Deerling listens to. Who does Deerling listen to? Let's find out. Deerling favors M here, and Deerling says, "You know what? Yes, okay. As long as we give him a proper burial later." And looks down at Robert and sheds another tear. Well,
I guess it's time to charge.
okay. As you exit the shed, you can see through the window across the way on the other side of the garden. The alchemist is sitting in a robe with a glass of whiskey, and his little demon dog is curled up at his feet.
I look at the troops and say, "We did not ask for this war, but we will finish this war." And I'm like marching in front of them back and forth, like Braveheart style.
Great.
And I'm like, "They may have taken our Robert, but they will never take our food. Charge!
Okay. Yeah.
And then all 19 of us, or I tried to persuade all 19 of us to just charge in and start attacking.
Okay. Yeah. So in order to charge in, you'll have to get through this back door, which is currently locked. Do you just want to brute force it, or do you want to be more creative with it? What's your plan here?
Is the window still open?
We also have a lockpick. Hey, you have a lockpick ability.
the window is closed because it's night. It's cold.
Okay. Is the door locked or is it just closed?
The back door is locked.
Okay, I'll lockpick it.
Okay, you do that. It's also dangerous, but you just do it. It won't be
Okay.
hard. All right, I guess you should roll because you have danger. So actually, yeah, you should just roll, and it has to be higher than your danger.
Okay. Including the danger from this, right?
Yes. No.
Okay, so I'm
N-
no?
No. Yeah, the danger's added after you do it.
Okay. What am I roll? Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh, are you serious?
No.
What did I roll? Like, because I do have modifiers that could put me even with my danger.
I mean, it's a
Um,
crit failure, though. I don't know
it's-
if the modifiers matter.
It
Yeah.
does. It's sly.
Fly, so I match my danger.
Okay, yeah, you managed to jiggle the door open, but this draws the attention of the alchemist and the dog, and the door swings open, and the alchemist sees 19 Pokemon trying to scrap. It's the ones that he kidnapped and locked up. He's like, "How did you break free?" And then his pet dog with devil horns chomps directly in the abdomen of Zaps and crunches their bones. I'm so sorry, Zaps.
Zaps, no.
Yo, Zebs. We're both dead.
Yeah, you're both
This is
little
so
ghosts. So it's pretty much all on these remaining 18 Pokemon. But if Murkrow wants to do things himself, it's going to be risky. So, yeah, what's your instruction for your band of 18 Pokemon friends?
To attack the Houndoom.
Okay.
Just charge. Hopes and Dreams starts playing in the background as well.
Yes, perfect. All of them gather up around the Houndoom and they start. They just start smacking it around, and the Houndoom is completely incapacitated and just not incapacitated, but it's just trying to fend off this huge number of little angry woodland Pokemon. And the UM managed to grab the attention of the alchemist, and he says, "You're not going to get away with this." He recognizes you from the bar, and
I fly straight into him.
Okay.
And I like sink my claws into his collar,
okay,
and I use my speak common, and I'm like, "Tell me where the cookbook is."
okay, that's a fierce, and it's dangerous for sure.
One. It's not what.
All right, yeah, he says you fly into his chest, and he says, "I don't think so," and he just snaps your neck.
No.
In the interest of this campaign, we have like 17 other Pokemon we can play as. You want to just pick one of those up real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, roll.
Sure.
Everyone roll a d20.
16.
You are the Zigzagoon. Your stats are 1, 2, 3, 1. And your hidden
13.
power is called Goodie Basket. You can basically just make food appear. What did you get?
13.
That's Pachirisu. Roll again.
Okay.
1, 2. Okay.
4.
You're the Spinnerack. Your stats are 1, 2, 3, 1. And your magic is Evil Eye, which is a stun. Robert, who are you going to be reincarnated as?
I got a 2.
You're going to be Skitty.
Nice.
Your stats are 1, 1, 3, 2. And your hidden power is Tidy/Clean/Mend. We can just wrap this up so you can get, if you want to just be like, this is my name and this is what I think you can go for, or you can just assume their roles and just start going for it.
What was my hidden power again? Sorry.
Tidy/Clean/Mend.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Piff, the Zigzagoon.
Okay, great. Perfect. Hello, Piff. Welcome.
I forgot what you said the hidden ability was, but
It's
I
called-
just wrote food appear.
Yeah, it's called Goodie Basket, but
Okay.
yeah, you can just make food show
Food
up.
appear sufficient.
Yeah.
I am X, the spinnerack.
Another letter. Great.
Yeah.
My mom is calling. Hold on.
Okay. I wasn't intending on necessarily letting you guys get a second life, but you did free all of the Pokemon, so I think it only makes sense.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I forgive.
I will be Spike, the Skitty.
Okay. Excellent.
Bike.
I love these doodles so much.
They're so great.
Yeah. Just as Zap's getting crunched. That's so sad.
Oh no.
And Robert's family. Well,
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
and his son.
Oh my god. Okay, great. So now you've assumed these forms. You just saw two of your friends just get like murdered in quick succession. What are you gonna do?
Do we start with 0 danger?
Yeah, I'll just say sure. But you're gonna accrue them twice as fast. How's that?
Oh god.
Attack.
Who are you attacking?
The Houndoom.
Okay. Yeah.
The Houndoom already incapacitated, or
I didn't mean incapacitated, I just meant like distracted. Like it's just being
Okay.
barraged by all of these little critters.
All right, so roll
Fierce.
what? Fierce.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11.
Yeah. You
11.
You're the Zuzukin,
Mess
right?
up his day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any ideas
Piss.
how a little raccoon would mess up a big old demon dog?
Bite it.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, you just bite it. No, like right on the horns. It feels really bad. It's awful. And the Houndoom goes, "Arr!" It's just having a really terrible time. The alchemist goes to stomp on X. Make a quick roll.
quick roll, quick roll, quick roll. Where's my die roller? That's a D20. Give quick roll, quick roll. 5.
Okay. You
Quick with the modifier. That's 6.
Okay. Whew. Thank goodness. Yeah, you dart out of the way. You skitter. And you managed to not get stepped on.
As a counter action, can I evil eye stun him?
Sure. Yeah, you're going to take 2 points of danger, but you just do it because you have no danger accrued right now. So this guy looks down at the spider that he missed, and Spinnerack does that thing where it turns its body and it shows its face on its abdomen. And he goes, "Oh, what is that?" And he just is unable to move for a little bit.
I'm just like, right now, search for the books while we have them distracted. And then I command the other 19 to... Or the other...
Well, yeah, I'll look
what
for
are we
the
down to now?
Like, if there's 3 and then the 3 of you died,
17.
So the 17. Yeah, so...
well, the other 14 of them, if you're a group of
Yeah.
3, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, everyone rushes inside, and the Houndoom is dazed, and the alchemist is stunned. You see the bookshelf. It's got tons of books on it. There's also like a chest on the ground that is in front of the chair that the alchemist was sitting in. There's like a bag on the counter. What are you guys doing?
Would
You grab a book and let's go.
Would tidying ensue like organizing things?
Yeah, absolutely.
So can I just do that? Like organize everything real quick?
Like
So we can,
everything
like, put-
in the house?
Not like everything. Like the books, I guess.
Yeah, you can sort the books on the bookshelf. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. You accrue 2 points of danger by doing it, but you do it. You wiggle your tail, and then all of a sudden the books just fly out of the shelf, and they go. Ding, 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 ding. And what order do you want them in? Dewey Decimal, alphabetical? What do you want?
By
Genre.
like genre. Yeah, genre.
By genre, ding, 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 and then they just reslot themselves into the bookshelf. It is quite impressive. You go to look in the cooking section, and you see Captain Bulma's Guide to Stir Fry, and that is the only cookbook, and that is in fact not the cookbook you're looking for.
Man.
We have one more action for each of you, not including who are you? What's your Pokemon again? Grace?
Me? Oh, I'm Spike the Skitty.
Spike, that's right. All of you can do one more thing besides Spike before Houndoom and the Alchemist will be able to react. So there's a chest and there's a bag on the counter.
I go through the bag on the counter.
Yeah, we don't have lockpick anymore. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you just dig through it. You dig through it. There is a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's like a whole bunch of like little trinkets. It feels like rocks, and there is also a leather-bound book.
Grab the book.
Okay, you pull it out of the what's it called? Of the bag. Sorry, my brain. You pull it out of the bag, and it looks familiar to you. It looks like it's the cookbook.
Cool. Let's roll out, friends.
Okay.
Down the retreat. And I also I get myself in a position to use Evil Eye Stun again whenever the alchemist gets unstunned.
Okay. Zigzagoon. The Piff, right?
Yes.
You are currently perched on the counter and you're trying to carry this book. I'm going to need a check from you of some sort.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay. Yeah. You managed to drag it off the counter to like meet you on the ground. As you do that, it falls on the ground and it flips open. And you can see from the inside of the cookbook, a lot of the pages have been cut out. And in its place is like a strange stone tablet. It fell out of the book.
Might as well bring that too.
Okay.
I hand the items to Deerling, who can probably carry them much easier than we can.
Yeah. Can Deerling do it? Oh my god, look at that skinny.
Oh my god.
Deerling can't carry both. Deerling is not strong enough to carry both. There's like a green tablet that is made of rock, and then there was a cookbook where a big chunk of it's been cut out.
Well, the cookbook is the priority, so I make sure it has the cookbook at least.
Okay, great.
I guess we can
Is there somebody
ask
else
one
we
of our
can
other
carry?
friends. Yeah, one of our 14 other friends.
Potentially, yeah.
Is anyone else strong? Like,
Be like, yo, Bulbasaur, vine the shit.
Okay.
oh yeah, true.
Bulbasaur goes to vine this tablet, and it loops its vines around it. And as it does, you notice that a surge of energy powers through Bulbasaur's vines, and it almost doubles in size, and it grows fangs out of its mouth, and the bulb starts to bloom, and it is completely empowered with elemental energy as it holds this rock.
Neat.
Bulbasaur's like, whoa, what is this thing? And he's just holding on to it, and he's like very, very excited. He's completely distracted by the situation that he's in. Speaking of, it's been enough time where the Houndoom and the Alchemist get to act. And the Alchemist says, no, you will not take that from me. And he goes to swing a boot at Bulbasaur. And he strikes Bulbasaur right in the bulb, and it hurts. He goes, ow! And he drops the tablet. And as he does, Bulbasaur returns to his normal form, and the tablet is on the ground. And
I use my evil eye to stun him.
Okay. You are going to have to roll for this because you have 2 points of danger.
Yep. The roll was a 9. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You have 4 points of danger now, and you stun the Alchemist. He's and then Houndoom goes to chomp at Spike.
Oh, God,
make
no.
a quick in defense.
Oh, scary. 5.
5. Yeah, add some danger, and he chomps you a little bit. You don't die, but he gets a little nibble on you, and it hurts. Ow, 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 ow. It's awful. So yeah, there's 14 of you. You got Piff has the book, or Deerling has the book. This weird stone tablet thing is on the ground. What's your plan?
And Bulbasaur grabbed the grab the tablet again and we make a run for it.
Bulbasaur will not be able to. Bulbasaur is kind of in a ways about getting kicked in the bulb, but
Okay.
there's maybe
I
some
would
other
like
friends.
Dash to the stone tablet.
Okay, Spinnerack, you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You could carry it. You would have to roll a 10. You would make a little web sack and you would cover it up and you would move it if you want to try.
No modifiers.
It would be yeah, I'll give you your highest modifier. You have to get a 10 or higher.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
And
My highest modifier is Sly.
okay.
So it'd be 12. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You don't experience any crazy effects from this rock, but you do sling a web over it, and with your arachnid body, who, as everyone knows, insects and arachnids are proportionally very, very strong to their size, you're able to drag this thing along. It will give you
communicate to everyone. No.
Yeah, it'll give you disadvantage on quick checks, but you can do it. So what you say?
I communicate to everyone. Time to bail.
Okay. Everyone
We roll out.
Everyone starts to roll out. As you're leaving, your Machop friend just punches the alchemist right in the groin, and it hurts so bad, and he just collapses.
Let's go, Machop.
And you all find yourselves, the remaining 13 or so of you, 14 of you, are at the river on the way back to town. You can see a bit of a commotion back in the village. People are grabbing torches. They're riling people up because apparently someone's been attacked and they are freaking out. The alchemist must have told them that he was attacked by a bunch of animals. So you are low on time. How are you going to get across this river?
Who do we have run our list of allies again?
You have Zorua, injured Bulbasaur, Hoot Hoot, Bunnelby, Tailo, Snubble, Machop, Deerling, who's carrying the book, Ekans, Ducklet, Zubat, Spoink, Bidoof, and Torchic.
Okay. Everyone who can swim across, swim across.
Okay.
Everyone who needs help swimming, have the flying Pokemon help them.
Flying or swimming, because wouldn't Bidoof or Ducklet be able to help some people swim across?
Yes, Bidoof and Ducklet are the two who can definitely help them swim across. The ones who can fly are just Zubat and Hoot Hoot. And Tailo. My bad. Snubble can swim. Machop can swim. Zorua can swim. Let's see. Bunnelby is going to have a hard time swimming. Ekans can't swim. Spoink can't swim. Torchic can't swim. So Torchic, Spoink, Bunnelby, and the other one I said. Ekans. So those 4 Pokemon won't be able to do it. And Deerling will be able to do it, but it's going to get the book wet.
Paper can dry.
Okay, that's fine. So
I was going to say maybe hand the book to one of the flying Pokemon and have
what about the 4
first.
friends that need help?
I think we're going to have to get all of our flying Pokemon one at a time to carry them across.
Okay. This is a lot of stuff going on at once, so just everyone just give me a D10 roll, and I'm going to roll as well.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 6.
I got a 2.
Okay. Based on these rolls, you find yourselves with 12 of you on the other side of the river, including the book and the tablet. And stuck on the other side alone is Torchic. Torchic wasn't able to find help to get across, and the villagers are closing in. What are you going to do?
Chick. Oh.
How wide is this river?
And tell him to start crying and pretend that the alchemist I don't know. Well, I guess they might not buy that. Any other ideas?
How fast is our fastest flyer?
That'd probably be Tailo and a quick 3.
Could they possibly try and scoop up Torchic in time?
Torchic. Part of why Torchic couldn't cross is because it's a lot bigger than Tailo.
Okay.
Could I yoink Torchic with a web?
Yeah, you could totally try.
Okay.
That's Yeah, you
That's a crit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You set down the tablet for a second, and X shoots out a mighty sling of web and just lassos it around Torchic and hauls it to the other side of the river right as a villager is stabbing at it with a pitchfork. And Torchic manages to get to their side, and they're all shaking their fists. They're like, "Well, we'll get you next time." And
Sticking my tongue out then for sure.
Yeah.
And
Excellent.
holding up my middle paw.
And the lot of you, minus 3 friends, who unfortunately didn't make the journey, Robert, Zaps, and M. The rest of you managed to come back to your lovely human's house. You open his door and you present the cookbook, and he opens it up. He's like, "Oh, where's the?" And then he sees the little rock, stone, green tablet that was inside of it. He says, "Aha, perfect. Yes, now we can get back in business." And everyone cheers, and it's a wonderful, wonderful day. What's your friend's name? Someone, just give me a name. What's the human's name?
Hubert.
Hubert, yeah. You managed to restore Hubert back to joy, and he cooks a grand feast for everyone. He notices that a few friends are missing, but he makes them plates anyways. What are M and Zap's and Robert's favorite meals that were made for him by Hubert, or made for them by Hubert?
Damn.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti for Zap's. There's just a plate left going cold.
Yeah, just like a hamburger.
For Robert.
Is this like as any condiments, any toppings, or is it just like a plain burger?
Like, that's like most standard burger toppings.
Great. It's got lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, and ketchup. Just sitting there, going cold. And then what about M?
Like a refined, like a. I'm thinking like high class, like fancy, like a vegetable
Sushi.
dish. Sushi, perfect.
There's
It's sushi.
There's an exquisite bowl of sriracha and a California roll left out for M, which goes untouched, and they all have a little feast and live happily ever after. Thank you again for listening to this little Dunsparce Drampa one-shot side story. It was a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to play. Again, if you want more details about how I messed with the rules and made our own Pokemon-specific homebrew, you can find them on the Patreon. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you at the next one. So that's a one shot. That's
team did.
We didn't do what?
I said we didn't do what the B team did.
No. But you saved them. If you didn't save them, I would have just been like, well, you guys suck. You lose. But you did rescue them. So might as well finish it off. Well,
Robert
cool.
definitely the star.
Yeah, Robert is the best thing that could have come of this. I like Zaps at M too, but like I love Robert.